Just a group of friends sitting down talking about the world. Fake deep dick, leave me low. We kind of
Dickin'.
John.
What's up, guys? You're
Doc.
Yo. Yo, what's up? Yo.
What's up, Eugene? Hey, y'all. Welcome back to the Fake Deep Thinking Podcast. Sorry, starting a little late. Had a little bit of issues. Oh, that's me again. I did this twice. I've done this. Well, sorry we're 5 minutes late. We had issues with the camera when it's connected. It disconnected. It took us a while to get it to reconnect. I don't know what happened there. Had to restart Ian's computer, do all that. But hey, we're up and running. We're a little late. We got John.
What's up?
Doc.
Yo.
Ian in the back. And myself, Eugene. So we'll give y'all a little update. So I decided to post a clip. I don't know if some of y'all caught it before I had to delete it. But I posted a clip from the episode we were talking about the Joe Rogan montage. And we got our first strike. I even texted the chat.
We all knew it too. And Gene was just like,
I literally texted the chat.
I'm gonna fire. And we were like, are you really gonna pull the trigger? And he's like, yeah.
This is also, keep in mind, this is a week after the same video's been taken off TikTok.
Well, the last one I got appealed, because I think it's just the word, but when I appealed it, I did make the assumption that was because, like, one, obviously you could say it, and two, I mean, you didn't only said it like
so
once.
You thought
like, let's see where the limit is. I was another reason why I posted it, because back in my mind I was like, let me see where the limit is. Obviously, that was definitely the limit. So if y'all didn't see the clip,
now that I think about it, you basically uncensored the original video with that video.
John, yep, definitely.
No. You want to know why? Because that would be somehow admitting that a white person and a black person both saying the word is the exact same thing.
Oh, actually, that's a good point.
I think it's physically impossible for me to censor.
Wait. So, John, if I was to take a soundbite of you saying that word, and every time I wanted to use that word, I the soundbite,
yeah, it is.
Would that be okay?
No, because you're using the word for your own context.
But I'm not the one saying it.
Yeah, but you're using the word for your own context. I'm using it, and I'm using what he was saying for my context. You know what I'm saying? I'm in control of, I guess, where the word lands, whereas you just recording me saying it and then going around saying, hey, you're controlling the context of how.
Details, I guess.
Yeah, it's all in the details, man.
It's all in the details. I don't know. But it was a funny TikTok.
You know what's actually funny about this?
Made me laugh when I was rewatching it.
You know what's funny about this? There's I won't say his name. There's an older country guy at work today, and he heard me say it to Daryl before at work, and something came up. He was like, "Yeah, I heard you tell Daryl the other day, what's up, nigga?" And we kind of like sit there, quiet a little bit. I looked at him, and I said that? Oh yeah, I probably said that. And I walked into my office, and then Daryl walked away, and then he kind of like followed Daryl. He was like, "Yeah," he said, "What's up, nigga?" Like he really like today he wanted to get it out, and so like it was just funny. And then I walked into Daryl after, and Daryl looked at me. I looked at him. We both smiled, and he was like, "Well, you did say it, you know?" And I was like, "Yeah, you're right. I did say it." I said, "But why are we both talking like this?" We both chuckled and kept it pushing.
So just because you said it, he got to say it?
No, but in the settings of, in that environment. So, for example, if I were to get upset by it, right, his explanation would be, I'm just repeating what you said, right? So let's say, yeah, okay, right. But let's say you take it to somewhere like HR, or you take it to somewhere like where it's just like a business structure, the word would be frowned upon. The way we got strikes on YouTube or whatever, TikTok, it'd be the same thing like me saying it. Like, "Oh, John, you shouldn't have been saying it either." Technically,
the TikTok, they won't ban us, like strike us, but they'll like lower our algorithm, stuff like that. That's why people try to be family friendly. It actually helps you with the algorithm.
And it's actually funny because in that instance, he gets to feign ignorance. I don't get to, because I'm the one who said it. He was repeating what I said. But it's just in 2022, not saying like progressive,
so
but
that he's the type of guy who would do that.
But I'm just saying in 2022, you don't,
or you're just aware of
you've seen other people use that excuse and that excuse not work. You get what I'm saying? So it's just weird that somebody would still I'm just repeating what he said, and then he really like followed Daryl just to get another one off. Just. And I was like,
that reminds me of like elementary school rules. Like if you got caught cussing, and you'd be like, "He said it first," and then you'd both go to the office, and you're just like, "Oh,
what the heck? That's weird. That's weird."
But yeah, that's funny that we're talking that happened today.
Yeah,
literally
convenient. Nice little story. I want to make that into a clip. But I guess, John,
I didn't. Did I say it?
About TikToks.
Did I even say it?
No, you actually did.
Man, y'all, look, man.
See, that's why that's so.
I was about to say, look, man, so nigga, like, I gotta get one out. No, cause fuck that. You're not finna suppress my niggerdom. Like, you're not finna goddamn. You're not finna. Like, man, you have me tiptoeing and.
Yeah, I'm about to say, if they make you change based off this, you have to watch Code Geass.
Man, if they make me stop saying the N-word, I'm gonna come here in whiteface and see what they got going on. If they want controversy, see, there's gonna be controversy. Is he allowed to do it? Why is he allowed to do it? And I'm not allowed to do it.
That'd be some real cruel and unusual punishment to like punish John and be like, you know what? That's one mecha.
Say
it again. Right? That's 2 mechas. You have to watch 3 mecha episodes if you say it one more time.
Oh man,
that's actually funny.
Speaking of black and white, right?
Yeah, that's right. Perfect segue. Let's actually get into the first.
Speaking of niggas.
So, John shared to me on Instagram an old show that honestly we all forgot about. And right when he shared it to me, I was like, "Yo, this was a thing." And we thought we'd react to at least the first episode. And this to kind of be funny little clips, topic. Which is Ice Cube show race swapping. So.
And there's nothing sexual.
So we'll kind of speed through this and react to some of this stuff because this is honestly about to be funny. All right, go ahead and play it, Ian.
My name is Bruno, and I became a black person.
No one knew that I was actually black when I had my white makeup on.
For 6 weeks, 2 families, my family and a black family, got together in a house in the valley in LA, and we decided to swap races.
Would go into makeup and become the opposite race. We became
with
black.
With their big noses,
they became white.
Right?
Then we moved in together.
We're talking living together, you know? It's not like, you know, we're going to see them for a little party, get together, and they go their way and we go our way. No, at night, we all live under the same roof.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. They look like white chick characters, dog.
I was about to say, do you think they actually look like white people, or do you think the other people
go
look like
back,
white people?
son.
Let's
go
back.
Let's
go through the makeup. Yeah, let's go through the makeup.
Alhamdulillah. Oh my God!
I'm not gonna lie,
what the bumperclot?
I never saw it.
God damn, this lady look crazy. Please pause it on the lady. Did this nigga Gene just leave? I mean, did this person Gene? Good? Ain't nobody in the live chat anyway. All this gonna get chopped. Speaking of chopped,
what's wrong?
Oh, you was finna get a freestyle. You lucky. Doc, you just saved them. What'd you say, Doc?
No, I was like, what's happening?
I think something's wrong with Gene's mic.
Oh, I see.
But there's a pill for that. I'm here all night, gentlemen and ladies.
That's what happens when you go live, man. All the spot problems. Can you guys hear me?
I can hear you,
but you're right here.
I don't know if I can hear you through John's mic or.
Does he sound lower than me when he's speaking?
Sound lower than usual?
A little bit, yeah. Definitely does.
Okay. Hold on, I can test it right here. You said what?
I said you do sound lower.
No, Ian's talking to me. He's making sure my mic's working.
This is one of them I was saving in the chamber. You know what I'm saying? But I brought it out.
All right. What else is it? All right, we're good. Is everything's good? Okay, yeah. I mean, we'll find out afterwards. Hopefully everything's working. If not, unfortunately, this will be a scrap, but we're going to do it live.
Fuck it, we're doing it live.
Fuck it, we're doing it live.
We're doing it live.
So, let's go to the actual makeup because that's my question to y'all. Do the black actually look white and do the whites actually look black?
The whites.
Let's see it in action. I want to see him in action.
Man,
you actually want to see the makeup process? Okay. Go for it.
No, I want to see them
put the big noses on those white people. Big black noses. That's what they're about to put, right?
Yeah. What are you saying, Doc?
I want to see him living.
Oh,
I want to see him in action.
Fast forward this a little bit.
So you tripping. We don't get to see the introduction to the characters.
All right, fair. Let's go.
What's wrong with that? Walking a little differently.
My name is
Walking
Carmen,
a little differently.
and I'm going to become black.
Oh.
I'm getting spray painted.
That's how you.
I'm turning black.
Oh.
Gradually.
I'm Brian. I'm 40.
Oh my God.
Man.
Still amazed at all those colors make me
Perfect
white.
timing.
I see browns and blues and greens and reds, but the finished product, I look like a white guy.
I look like a white guy.
I want to be transformed into a white dude.
Yeah, dude. Totally, dude.
By changing the color of my skin, I will be able to see what it's like to be white.
I've never experienced what it's like to be treated black. I don't know what that means or entails. The transformation
Pause.
is definitely underway.
Isn't that weird? None of the black family said how it is to be treated white, but she's the only one that said treated black. Is that? Am I being low?
I mean,
Am I being?
I ain't gonna lie to you, son. The fact that all the white people look like they've been dipped in Swiss cocoa mix.
Swiss cocoa play.
I get to
These cinnamon black
just
people,
how it feels
they
to
all
walk
look
in the
like
world looking black.
the character from what's his name, BC 1000, AD 1000, whatever the fuck this shit is, Apocalypto. They all look like what's the word? Aborigines.
Oh, okay.
Aborigines.
That's Mel Gibson
I
movie,
look
right?
up in the
Yeah.
mirror and I'm like, damn, I'm white.
She like a light-skinned lady.
I always thought how nice it would be being able to jump.
It's a messed up
get
shit. She
off
actually
the
kind of look
ground,
out white
leap,
now.
and slam dunk like these guys
No,
can.
that'd be nice.
And there's no doubt about it.
They got a
blacks are
never
superior.
mind.
You know, physically.
I just thought maybe they want black makeup artists.
Faster, they leap higher. They're just awesome, awesome athletes.
With them, we finished.
Yes, I do look like a white guy.
Totally.
Totally.
Yeah, I think I'll break out the sticks, play a little golf. Awesome, dude. Awesome.
You know, I've been trying to imagine what it's gonna look like.
To see Renee and Nick for the first time white.
Wow. You look like, I look as white as you.
Yeah, look at that.
I wonder how long
Why
this
you
makeup
laughing at me?
took.
You should be laughing at
That's
you.
actually a good question. I think hours.
Funny though. Clear out here, you know, we got some business to take care of.
I don't think so.
Yo!
Yes, live life, my
We
boy.
got a little business to take
Live
care
life,
of.
my boy. Yes.
Yo, he's got a fetish.
Put in the pussy clock. Yes.
Yo, he just revealed a little too much.
What you mean? What are you talking about? He said we got some things. He got a fetish. Well, he's
Rewind
always
it.
wanted to be a white man. Fuck his white wife.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Is that wrong? Or I misinterpreted that?
I don't know. I just see it as opportunistic and not so much as.
Okay, it just seemed he took
Like-
to the role a little.
Like, for example, he could be dressed as the Tuxedo Mask, and she could be dressed as Sailor Moon.
So
and
your
he'd be
role-play
like,
thing.
and he'd still be like, okay,
Fair.
yeah.
I'm just saying he got right into it real quick. You're being a little much.
Oh
Anything
man,
else, bro?
and there's no way he could stay full of character.
We're about to find out.
No, I'm just saying there's no way possible, son.
We'll find out. Play.
You ain't let them make up your goddamn.
That is too funny though. Clear out here, you know, we got some business to take care of.
I don't think so.
She said, I don't think so. She don't fuck white guys.
You're not my type.
Yes.
Yo, that was
Yes.
All right, play. Sorry. That was
Takes
really
the wrong
funny.
way because remember we're in makeup, but I mean you don't look anything like a guy that I would be anywhere attracted to.
Oh my
Come on,
goodness.
white girl. Come on, white girl.
To.
Come on, white girl.
Yo, he looks like a creepy white guy too.
That was weird.
I know.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my
That's
goodness.
so strange. Oh my god. Bruno.
Watch. They
It's
gonna act. They
nice.
gonna change character
I love
immediately.
that.
Watch.
I mean, visually
Obviously,
and
I love black.
somehow heart-wise, there's a warmth.
Hold on. Run this shit back, son.
What?
Run this shit back.
Nice.
What?
Did you say? Did she say I love black visually and heart?
Somehow heart-wise, there's a warmth.
Heart wise, she likes black.
Beautiful.
She like.
You look like a really nice man.
Now you talking about kink, Dean. Now you talking about kink. Now you talking about kink.
Pause.
You talking about kink. Did you hear that despicable ass laugh?
Wow.
He probably went in her ear. He was like,
Damn it.
Oh my goodness, yes. This is fantastic.
Oh, my
You
head's
talk,
tight.
they didn't even have to man, run this shit back a little bit. They didn't even have to talk. This whole episode gonna get chopped up.
Yeah,
they didn't even
it
have
really
to talk.
is.
Play it. Shoot, they just laughed and immediately went into the kiss.
Yes, they did. There was no
discussion. Play it, my brother.
Visually
And heart.
Somehow heart.
You seen my heart before,
There's a
Gene?
warmth.
You feel the warmth?
Beautiful.
Thank you. You look like a really
I
nice
felt the sandpaper on my chin.
Oh my God.
God, it's just really beautiful. I just feel like I'm in love with this woman. It's beautiful.
Okay, so when do we get to see
That's more of a
Nick?
fetish
'Cause
reveal
I'm
than the
really
other one.
curious now.
Pause. Hold on, I need to process that. That was
Yo, this is hot. This is intense.
Whoa. Yo. Okay, I'm good. Play.
You're just so beautiful. You're just so.
Wow.
His name Michael.
Wow, you look good.
Yeah, his makeup probably looks the best.
Yeah, he generally
Looks like an anime character or a Power Ranger.
the Red Power Ranger.
Yeah, like the main Power Ranger.
Lift your head up.
What the hell I jump in on?
The mustache and stuff. Look at your teeth. Look at you, pimples and everything.
No, dog, he already had those.
Hey. All of them looking like they just got drafted. Why? We made it, nigga. We made it,
It
nigga.
reminds me of Tropic Thunder.
Beautiful.
Oh, you're right. It kind of does look like the same makeup. Holy wow.
What do you mean, you
Beautiful job. Do I look like me? No. No.
Why the
Would
big
you
hoop
recognize me?
earrings?
No.
My
On the
question.
street? No. Amazing.
She looked Dominican.
Great. Let me see your hair. It's beautiful.
Yeah?
We look like twins, huh?
It's like the experimental day.
Pause. Rewind it. Okay, play it.
We look
Pause
like
all
twins,
then.
huh?
Yo.
Today was
She is boosted.
Nah.
She deserves if Will Smith gets his Oscar taken, that shit goes to her. She said we look like twins.
Nah.
Look at her.
She doesn't like. I see now.
Look at that
I'm looking. I don't even
smile,
see
dog.
Dominican anymore. Honestly.
Nah, she.
Like, what is she? Cause she definitely doesn't look black. I'm sorry. I don't know what she looks like.
Told you look like the cocoa mix. Like she look.
Cocoa.
She looks.
Cocoa Puffs.
What is that brown? That's why I said she looks like an Aborigine, like a goddamn an Incan, a Mayan, like like.
I see. I understand what you're saying now.
Oh no!
On the
They just spray
South
painted
American
her head.
continent.
Oh my god!
So with a yeah, I don't know. Go ahead and play it, but nah.
like
She looked like the first version of the Black
I want to
Barbie.
see the sun chaperone
yay
now.
or nay. Will this work?
I'm very confident I can pull this off.
I'm very confident I can pull this.
He's just gonna talk about golf though.
I went golf as a white guy because
He's gonna
that's
talk
a
about
predominantly white sport.
the whole episode. Yes.
You know, I can tease as well.
Ice Cube.
Deal.
What were you doing? What were you
Very much.
thinking? Oh man, she's gonna play golf. Yes.
I talk to
Yes.
people that I would
I got a
normally
real
talk to.
You
tear.
got a pretty good stroke
I
going.
got a
That's why I
real
wanted to
tear
keep
in my
doing that
eye.
so I can try to straighten my game like that. We've been shopping for
What
clubs,
is
so it's
this?
Interesting to see what kind of clubs you're using.
Yeah, I
over
had
here,
these
so.
custom made at some little shop down in Burbank.
Oh, okay. I feel very accepted, as if I was one of their own. Appreciate your time. Your name?
I'm John.
John Brian White.
Brian White. Yo, he
Oh,
took on a whole
I'm
persona.
done.
He
Yeah,
done-
he's into it.
No.
Done.
Going
Pack
undercover
'em
in the
up.
black world is amazing. People were talking to me like,
Nigga, that nigga's a paid actor. Look at him. Look straight into the camera right after, son.
All it means he trying to go out with you.
Oh, really?
Man, TV used to be so ass.
Like digging the way you look. You know. Look at you trying to get a boyfriend.
When I'm in black makeup, I wasn't like scared. If anything, I was just like, I look black. People regarded me as a black girl.
My heart, my chest is getting tight.
I needed a pair of
I
shoes.
don't think I can watch this shit. Something's wrong.
As a white guy, I'm relaxed when I'm shopping. I put on my white makeup and I'm having fun.
Okay, answer any questions for you.
I like these two here.
He's taking this shit for a test.
Leading into this.
Pause. He's taking it for a test drive.
This nigga, yo, you know what's the funniest shit, dog? Is this nigga sums up being white as playing golf, and it's hilarious. Everything he's been doing has been
What
around
if he actually
golf.
does play golf?
But he just like, why now? Is it just he's always wanted to be a white golfer as opposed to a black golfer? No, nigga, this nigga thinks that all white guys play golf. That is hilarious to me. We're seeing some stereotypes though. You press play.
The guy actually took my foot and put it in the shoe and put a shoehorn in the back to make sure my foot slide in.
You see a nigga foot?
This kind of shoe should be pretty comfortable.
Nah, he's got socks on. He's not gonna take the socks off.
I've never in my life had someone,
This guy.
you know, they come out and give me my shoe. But I've never had anyone actually unlace it, open it, shoehorn the back, and slide my foot into the shoe.
Is this what the white guys get? This is all the benefits they get?
I got my foot into a shoe.
The first time I
feeling the benefits of white privilege.
I have it done.
I was like, wow, the possibilities are endless.
Yes.
Gosh, why is that funny?
Oh my God.
Why is that funny?
My chest. This shit. Something wrong. Spiritually, something wrong. Yo, this show got demons on it. Hey, press play, man. Let's keep it going. We might have to fast forward a little bit.
We'll have to pause a little bit later. We can't flash this all out. This is hard already.
I'll have the opportunity to discuss the experiences that I have with the family that I'll be living with.
They regard me as a
actual black people.
My expectations of living with a white family, I was just hoping coming in that they were
They
nice.
trying to tell me that nobody knew that none of these families were not what they were the whole episode.
Just like, okay, let's just see what happened.
Oh my God, guys. Oh my God, this is it. We're meeting them.
Home, sweet home.
I'm glad you
I
made us
have
watch
no
the
idea
character
what it's gonna be
development.
like
You
to
know,
live
them
with
coming to characters.
a
That
black
was
family.
good call, John.
I
Good
have
call.
the sense that I'm heading into something difficult and profound.
I think everybody was trying to size each other up when we walked through the door. You know, see
They should
how
have did the
their
makeup.
reaction
They should have
was
met
when
with
they saw
makeup.
us. Were they pleased or displeased or scared?
Hi, how you doing?
Good, very good. Thank you.
You know what? I don't think these white people are family for real.
And a basketball.
I don't think none of these people are family for real.
For everyone, the
What's up,
nerves
Ethan?
of not knowing what to expect.
What up, Ethan?
Moving into a house with a family we didn't know.
Just watching some race swap,
in a
Ethan.
home we weren't familiar with.
I like
Great
to
swap.
when I'm getting ready to cook, that the kitchen's clean, the dishes.
Renee seems
we can
very
probably
strong-minded.
probably
Yeah.
Very
skip all
clear about
this.
what she thinks.
Somebody uses the
Hit the
kitchen when they're
cursor,
done, they
fast
walk
forward.
out.
This just gives me such real world
Yeah, I
vibes.
want to see them interacting with the world and with each other.
And he's this beautiful, warm black man.
Beautiful. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
The goal of the meeting now is to talk about the idea of racism and how do we recognize other people
I got you,
what they
Jamie.
are seeing in us.
Race relations
Relations
It'll be
moderator.
interesting, and I'm sure it'll happen, where I'll be in
This
black,
nigga is employed?
and I'll get some attitude from some prick white guy, and I won't have all the history of resentment
Right.
that a black man has, and I'll be able to with him. Oh, just, you know.
Wait, please put it back.
Pause.
Please put it
Whoa.
back. I know these niggas is actors. This is not reality TV. But please run it back just a smidge. You got to see his reaction to when he said this shit. Run it back a little bit more. Okay.
And I won't have all the history of resentment
Right.
that a black man has, and I'll be able to.
Yo, I don't think we could finish this.
Okay. Keep it going.
with them. Oh, just, you know, mentally spar with them and go, you know, he says, hey, nigga.
Ice Cube. Ice Cube. Hey, we might have to do a docu-series on this show.
Yo, look at his face.
Is this the part where we get our second strike?
So this
show in this episode.
But how are we getting?
Yeah, how are we gonna get this strike?
I don't know. Unless we like show the video while we're doing our cut-ups. You know what I mean? Like our snippets.
Yo, honestly, that story you told was a perfect segue to this literal moment. Wow. Okay, play.
You know, I won't get angry. I'll just kind of smile to myself and go, wow, why'd you say that?
When I hear the N-word, my jaws clench up. It resonates with me, and I know it's just a word, but, you know, what I had to go through growing up, that word still gets me. It's powerful.
You know, no one's gonna just strictly come up and, you know, say, hey, nigger, or anything like that. Because that kind of racism.
Okay, they're saying the
really
hard
not
R. Yeah, I gotta
there today.
find a way
now
to
it's
get rid
more,
of that.
we won't get the
That's definitely gonna
positions
get
that we're qualified for, or we won't get the service that everybody else get. But I think that Rose and Carmen and Bruno is going to get a lot more out of this than we will, because of the fact that white don't have to go through the day-to-day small things that you never think about. Like if I go into the mall as a black man, I'm going to be looked at.
Right. Or follow.
Really? What if we're at a gathering, all of us are having dinner together, and there are pretty much
Yo,
equal blacks and whites,
this
and then the
episode
whites leave
is
and
like
all
fucking
start
my
driving,
allergies, son.
jiving?
I swear.
See, that's white.
You just
That's
even had
very
the
white.
taste smacked
Is
up.
it really?
No, get down, mama. That's that pass the grits and chicken. That's John.
All right, let's skip a little ahead.
Today, Carmen and I are going
Drag
to be
the cursor.
blacking about the fact that behind
Not.
Hey.
Want to get to know. It's assimilation. You know, it's kind of like as long as we assimilate and do what they do, we're okay. But if we're kind of like off on the side doing our own little thing, you might be a little bit intimidating.
You trying to tell me they all sitting?
This world is dominated.
He doesn't. He looks off.
Oh, it's weird.
He looks so off.
Yo, I'm like, yo, who brought the cancer patients, son?
Scroll back. Pause. No. Perfect.
This nigga
He looks
purple.
so off.
Bro, he looks like a fucking like android or something from like a movie.
He looks like an alien.
Yeah.
He doesn't look like he looks like an alien.
Yo, you know,
He sticks
so,
out.
Look at this man. Look at this actual black man. Okay, press play. Just press play.
At you anyway.
But just like,
I'm a grown
look at
man,
his
you
skin.
having them talk. Hey, get over there. Hey, get this. Pick that up. Hey, get over here. You know, it's like. Wait.
She looks off too. Pause. She looks like the Wicked Witch of the West. Except black makeup instead of green. Like, what the hell?
She looked like, I don't know. It's just a bad job. I don't know.
You're right. This can't be real. How do you
the people around them have to know.
Have to.
Yeah, I think the people around them know for sure. This might actually, since we don't have the full context of like what they're even doing here, like if they're in disguise in this moment, then yeah, it's bullshit. But if they're like, I don't know, teaching them about black culture,
No, I think
they have to be in disguise because they're talking about experiencing.
Yeah, exactly. In disguise in the moment.
We can't experience it through an act.
Here, let's do one more reaction. I guess let's call it because this is getting hard. But the one in the clip you actually shared with me was when she went to like a rap battle or a poem sharing thing.
Oh.
See if you can find that where the daughter went to some kind of
the poetry
thing.
Here
Oh, here we go. Yeah,
there
go back a little bit
Oh.
more. Let's do it when it starts. Yeah, right there. That looks perfect. Yep, right there. And then we'll cut the reaction to
My
here.
favorite artist is Mary J. Blige. My name is Cherie Busby, and my favorite entertainer is Prince.
Okay, blessed. I'm an avid Michael Jackson fan.
My name is Jonathan. My favorite performer is Dave Chappelle.
My name is Rose, and my favorite entertainer, I kind of love the Cranberries. So,
The Cranberries.
love the Cranberries.
Diverse.
Offbeat. Yeah, exactly, definitely.
You only have one opportunity to make a first impression. So my first impression was like, I love the Cranberries.
What was that?
Whenever we do our poems, we have to stand up. Okay?
I don't know how to face this. I'm standing in the mirror faceless. My mom is at my shoulder telling me to escape this. There's so many far before me with war life stories of prison and
If you
death.
Google all these niggas, they got headshots.
Breath. What is this that torments my existence? That removes the joy in every single instance?
Whoa. Pause. She looks off too. Go back a little bit. Like, these people have to know.
Yeah, I think they
The
know.
joy in every single instance.
Okay, I'm gonna say something fucked up. She looks like young Cardi B.
I'm gonna let you have your moment.
Is it wrong? I look at that face and I see a Cardi B face, but darker, obviously. And not even dark. I don't even know what color that is.
Cardi B is Dominican.
I mean, you did say she kind of looked Dominican earlier.
I'll bring that. So I'm gonna let you have your moment, sir. These are your words. Let my strikes be my strikes and your strikes be your strikes.
All right,
Share strikes.
Who got the idea that I was ready for this? I felt like a lamb.
She just keeps putting more hoops on her ears every day, huh?
Down for my black people, though sometimes they be acting so evil. Unbelievable how my patience remains. Though at times I feel an alien blood runs through these veins, and this thought sustains. The alien is me.
These people rock, and they're speaking about being black from their heart of hearts. And I'm hoping to God that this sounds black.
Many words, my life, the so simple complexities of a human psyche. To even relish in my thoughts of romantic stride, my skin to his, my touch returned. A mutual undulation of want and reciprocal acceptability and performance. A ritual so profound, the taste of sex. The body, flush with hot and sticky fantasy.
He gonna get her number
basket
after
of
this.
unbroken fruit, a dripping bouquet of red, ripe woman. The pulp of the soul spread lavishly over the human chemistry, when discovery and pleasure were encouraged. Thank you.
Were you nervous?
Shitless.
Yeah, I felt that you were nervous. So
Yeah.
this.
You have a lot of big words. I don't get, you know, and you have to know your audience and know that if you're speaking to an audience of people, that not everybody's gonna understand what you're talking about.
That's G Herbo.
That was hard.
This project is so much more
That's
unnerving.
kind of weird.
Oh, so
though,
she
man.
light skinned now,
Like,
huh?
pause it right there.
Possibly
That I don't know. I kind of take issue with that one scene because I mean, she just chose to express herself in the same way, and I understand the cultural context. But like even then, like whenever I've written poetry or read poetry, like I don't throw in Spanish words. Even though Chicano culture is just like I am me, yo soy yo, and they're always like, going in and out of the language back and forth and shit like that. And so it's just like I don't know. I've always seen Latin poets do that, but I've never felt like doing it myself, even though like I'm a part of them. So I feel like there's a strong dissonance in having to recite a poem like you're doing Def Jam poetry or something like that, whereas you can just be more eloquent. Like you have like plenty of black people like Frederick Douglass who's just completely eloquent and just use large words and stuff like that. So
your mind just basically pointed out the fact that that whole scene was set up. That's really what's bothering you. Like I'm trying to tell you,
This
the
whole show
setup
seems
was
set up.
unrealistic.
Yeah.
Like for them to put her in a poetry place and then what they didn't say there wasn't
I
the
use the word
context
poetry.
wasn't
We don't know specifically.
no, but
what
it was poetry and there wasn't a spoken word or whatever it is.
Okay.
But whatever the context was, they didn't say, hey, you have to speak to a certain topic.
Yeah.
That wasn't introduced that way. She could have spoken on anything, like to Doc's point, that she wanted to. And then also for them to only be critical of her seemed kind of weird to the context of the show. If the show is her being immersed in a setup, that means they also have to tell the people that are in the poetry place that, hey, we're recording this girl, but it's not for what you think it is. And she already looks how she looks. You're telling me these guys aren't trained actors? You know what I'm saying? Oh. Like everybody's gonna be like, so why are y'all recording her? Then they're gonna look at her and say, what is off about her? Is this in blackface?
Oh man.
Yeah, I feel like
cinnamon toast face or whatever.
Maybe the
Blend,
visuals like we were
blend.
getting of those people's faces was them realizing that she's in blackface, and they're just like,
son, if she was actually, if this was real life immersion, somebody would have knocked her out, walking around in blackface. What state are they in? They should they need to let me, Ice Cube, hit me up, son. This should need to be in Brooklyn. She need to be walking down the street in blackface. Let's see how that work out.
Someone's not gonna say something.
Let's get a realistic. Niggas on Cardi B for saying the N-word.
Really?
Yeah, you think there's nothing to be on goddamn? All right.
Well, I also think it's like really weird too that they would show a scene of like that woman basically reaffirming like stereotypes and stuff like that.
All of them.
Wait,
My father, my
how many
mother.
episodes does this get? This seems
I
like a
guess
one
you're right.
episode and done thing.
Well, I don't know, maybe like 10 episodes. I would assume it didn't go past season 1, but I guess you are right. Like most of the staging has just been them reaffirming stereotypes, like the black dude going straight to golf and stuff like that.
Dude,
Like,
And
oh
then
my
the-
God.
I ain't gonna lie. The black
and the
guy,
father
for
getting
some
us some
reason,
random pass to say
am I
it.
the only one who thinks of Dave Chappelle when you see the black guy? Like the black guy enjoying the white experience. Like the only,
wait.
I just think of Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle's a
quick,
character like that.
Go back
It
to
looks
the
just like that guy.
the black white dad.
Hey, Google Dave Chappelle whiteface,
Pause
please.
on him, yeah, and pause him on here. Yeah, and then look up Dave Chappelle whiteface.
Please.
Yes,
thumbs up, please.
Perfect.
Oh my gosh.
Perfect. My guy.
Yeah, okay,
Perfect.
now Dave Chappelle, new tab, Dave Chappelle whiteface.
Yeah. Found the fucking perfect spot.
He does fucking look like it.
Dude, when you said that, it clicked so hard. Like, yes, this honestly looks like Dave Chappelle whiteface.
Ah!
Oh, man, yes.
It's like the. Are you thinking of the anchor?
Yes.
The anchor
Yes.
skit? Where
Yep,
the
it's
anchor-
got it right here. Can you see it?
No, I can't.
Put it in the tab with it if you don't mind, Ian.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, exactly.
Awesome. That's
Oh,
fantastic.
man. That is
Okay.
hilarious.
So what happens at the end of this episode? How does it end? She's smoking? But she's smoking weed?
No, she's...
It's a rap battle? Oh, please play
Oh,
this. This is
no,
cringe.
no.
Yes, we got cringe. We got cringe for a little bit.
This is it after this.
Yeah, we got to cringe. Come on. It's The Rock. Throw it up. Come on.
At period. Conquer some fear. Why not?
Okay, ready? Go. Concentration. Concentration is the game. Keep the
Nice.
rhythm or you'll be out the game. Topic is colors.
Purple.
Brown.
Black.
Pink.
Hey, she keeping that snap up. That clap up. Hey, it might be something to this. Her rhythm.
Red is green.
And you know what? I give her
Go
props.
into a
She ain't
place
dropped the
and
N word not
pretend
one
I
time,
know
and she
I'm
could have got
doing
loose lip
But if
a
for
couple
some reason I
times.
start changing and growing and learning in a
White
different
people
way
always
that makes
salsa
sense,
dance. What's up with y'all,
I'm
bro? Y'all be salsa dancing like a motherfucker
feel
everywhere.
real. And it made me feel like now I've got some friends on board, and that's neat.
We was in New Orleans.
All right.
Salsa dancing.
All right. Is it weird that I thought, like, you realize you look weird dancing right amongst all these people?
Son, it would have been crazy if they started playing. They would have played something that everybody knew that she should have culturally knew.
All right, that's going to be fun to edit down into something, because...
All right, what's the next topic, niggas?
It's honestly perfect time also to wear the new black hat.
Oh yeah, my boy got a black hat with the white Jesus. Ooh, controversy.
Specifically for this episode. No, I'm kidding. Oh, yeah, thanks, Ian. Shout out to Angel Blinds real quick. All right.
Angels, blinds.
This podcast is sponsored by Angel Blinds, a local Atlanta area small business. Their blinds help you get a new look for your living room, to your bedroom, to your dining room. They even have custom kids blinds with their favorite superhero or princess. Hey, you might be able to get one of these characters.
You can get a black face blind or a white face blind.
With our promo code FDT, our audience gets 10% off their first purchase. You can find them on Facebook page, Angels Blinds, or Instagram at Angels_Blinds. Appreciate Angel Blinds. All right, what's a good transition, I guess, out of this? Let's go. We'll just jump into it.
Just look at Dave Chappelle.
No, let's do the Elon Musk thing. Yeah.
Elon Musk. Oh, okay.
Random. All right, this is random. Like, all right. So, if y'all haven't heard, apparently this past week, or I think it was weekend, maybe I don't remember. Elon Musk buys 9.2% stake in Twitter, making him the largest shareholder. So I guess a little backstory into this. I don't know if it gets into here, but I'll try to summarize it quick. So, Elon Musk put a tweet out on Twitter asking how people felt about the current social media sphere, and if we should create if it needs a new one, because Twitter has become the de facto public square. And so he asked, do we need a new social media, a new type of Twitter, blah blah. And people said no. A bunch of, I guess you could say, I don't know, big names said just buy Twitter. And then a couple of days later, he buys 9.2% of Twitter stock, And that caused a little bit of an uproar. Obviously, some people were like, this is good. And then some people, especially within the actual Twitter company, were kind of upset and outraged by this. I don't know if outraged. Maybe I'm using a little extra. But they were not too happy.
Why?
Because Elon has kind of taken some opinions that some people, arguably on the left side of the spectrum, aren't too happy with.
So my question, I have a question for y'all. So is it that money has itself become political? So the trace of money, as far as like, if somebody has an opinion I don't agree with, none of their money or none of their anybody who would be considered their constituent or peers' money may have anything to do with the business that I'm involved with?
Probably.
That's pretty weird to me, because at any given point, and if you track all of this shit, I'm pretty sure we're crossing wires and splitting hairs. Like, everybody's money is probably touching everybody's hands, so it doesn't make sense to me to...
Even historically, too, this money has
like,
touched so
yeah,
much.
and then it's always people... So, man, it's always... I'm not saying it's people... The little people don't count, but it's always the lowest people on the ladder that feel like this is where you want to... This is the thing you want to... Anyway, it's fine. You're allowed to have your opinion about stuff. I need to learn that. I need to get over it. Go for it.
I'm right there with you, bro. I'm still trying to learn. But, so a little bit more, obviously that happened. So I'm not too well versed when it comes to stocks, but I'm going to do my best to ignorantly explain this. So apparently people are worried that because he has such a strong hold on, or obviously majority hold in Twitter, that he could do some kind of dump. I forgot what the term was, where you can dump it and it affects their actual stock. And so I don't know if this was a strategy on Twitter, or just because you own this much, it's out of etiquette. They offered him a position on the board, and obviously when it comes to that position, there were some rules, I guess. One, he couldn't buy more than 14%. Like he was capped. Like once you get to 14% or 0.1 or something like that, you can't buy any more stocks. And then after that, there's like he won't be able to affect certain things. They pretty much, Twitter came out and said there are certain things he has alluded to wanting to potentially do, or just ask the public just to have a conversation going. Twitter's come out and pretty much said any decision we made in the past, we're not reneging on. And people have alluded that to being reinstituting Trump. Some other things, like for example, he said something about a reply button, and Twitter came out and said we're already working on that, something like that. Like they're trying to, I guess you could say, arguably, put a cap on his powers, I guess. His influence. There you go. His influence, probably a better way to describe it. And he recently, I think it was today or yesterday, it was released that he decided not to join the board.
Correct.
And now everyone is speculating what that means. So I guess, is this a good thing? Is this a bad thing? You already described you don't really like the fact that people
I don't use Twitter like that. I don't even care. Let's be honest with you. Like, I mean, as far as like what happens to the platform, how it is.
I guess that's my general question. Like, how do you think it will affect the platform? Do you think it's a good thing or a bad thing for the platform?
Twitter is a major information highway, I guess if you want to call it, on the internet. So a lot of things are spread through Twitter.
Do you think it's the de facto public square? Twitter? Or a combination of like social media in general?
Twitter, Instagram, Facebook.
I would say it's like the main board at the public square, but there's like several other boards around.
Do y'all still check out Facebooks?
Honestly, I've literally only used it to post up our episodes on our Fake Deep Thinking page.
What about you?
Well, what do you mean by check out Facebook though? Like, do I like scroll through people's like?
Yeah, do you get on Facebook
to see what they posted in like the feed and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Like, do you use Facebook to the degree you use Twitter, if you use Twitter or Instagram? And I know you use Instagram.
I don't use Twitter at all. But sometimes, honestly, I use Instagram more, which is basically what was in Facebook just now on Instagram, because I like the appearance of it, and it's more geared towards like my interests.
Okay.
But I do know like older people, or like if I'm looking for like my family and stuff like that, I'll see their posts on Facebook.
Yeah.
But the reason why I actually don't really look at Facebook as much is because when I post something through Instagram, I have it to where it posts on both at the exact same time. So I'm basically using the platform simultaneously at the exact same time, because my stories are on Facebook, my posts and stuff like that, vice versa. Just works out that way.
So yeah, I would say then the combination of all the social medias, Facebook, Instagram.
I can agree to that. Yeah, I don't think Twitter alone is a de facto public square, but like social media in general,
yeah,
doesn't really. I don't think it really matters on a specific one. I think just all of them, because that like Doc said, perfect example. They're like town boards. So
I think
all of those.
This is good. The reason I think it's good is because anytime something gets too entrenched or too like I feel like the Twitter board and all the Twitter or whatever is pretty much any Snowdens would have already been weeded out, so to speak. So I feel like having somebody who doesn't share their same exact interest, like their same exact like their motivations are different. Like I feel like everybody at Twitter's motivation is probably more aligned, whereas on the board rather. Whereas when he comes in there, I feel like the threat is they don't know what his motivation is, and if his motivation isn't aligned with theirs, that he could actually pursue and get done what he needs to get done via their outlet or platform, which I think is good. I think when stuff like that happens, stuff gets exposed, and so I think we'll be learning a lot about the Twitter platform within the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, it's ironic because it really what it is just diversity in their board system. I mean, he didn't choose to go, but like even their shareholders, it's just like diversity. He's just one of the richest guys, and yeah, he definitely has a lot of like swing. He's also bringing a lot of clout with him to do it. So I think that's why everyone's just like, oh god. It's like when Trump came in, and everyone was just like, oh my god, this guy. Like everyone's freaking out. But I don't think it'd be. I don't think it'd be bad. I mean, sometimes the waters grow stagnant and they just kind of stay the way they are. And I think that's why a lot of people believe that the tech industries are made up of like people who religiously believe in leftism and like just cling to it. But I think opening it up to be like, no, it's actually made up of both people in both political spectrums, and the spectrums here politically across the entire industries are benefiting everybody because both people use them. Honestly, in my experience, I actually think that people who lean right optimally use social media for marketing and stuff like that and do all that other stuff, whereas people who lean left, they don't. They use it more for like
appealing,
like charities, free stuff, and then that's not bad either. It's just like you can clearly see that one brings more money into the system, and so like even though forward facing these companies are like, oh, we lean very left, the right generates and cycles a lot of money in through them, so they have to hold on to them, and they definitely want to, because I'm pretty sure the companies want to remain as centrist as much as possible throughout this entire like basically
companies or Twitter as a company, because I would argue I don't think they care.
I would say companies. No, I definitely think they care, man, because if you block one side of your like population out, then you lose money.
Yeah, they have to. I mean,
yeah.
I'm pretty sure Twitter's been going
I think it's getting
recently.
to that point, but it hasn't gotten to that point yet. But honestly, based on
Yeah,
some
right.
of the things Twitter has
Ship
been doing
sinking.
the past few years, like I guess you could say it's been a sinking ship for the longest time. Has it sunk to the point where they actually full on like do that? No.
No.
But they have definitely.
I think it's interesting.
I don't think attack is the right word, but been biased towards a particular side of the political.
Oh
scale.
yeah, for sure. But I think it's interesting that he has more power not on the board, not being on the board.
Well, here real quick, I looked this up because I remember hearing news about this today. But apparently, so this happened today. So, Elon Musk's huge Twitter investment. This is from ABC News. Elon Musk's huge Twitter investment took a new twist Tuesday with the filing of a lawsuit alleging that the colorful billionaire illegally delayed disclosing his stake in the social media company so he could buy more shares at lower prices. The complaint in New York federal court accuses Musk of violating a regulatory deadline to reveal he had accumulated a stake of at least 5%. Instead, according to the complaint, Musk didn't disclose his position in Twitter until he'd almost doubled his stake to more than 9%. That strategy, the lawsuit alleges, hurt less wealthy investors who sold shares in the San Francisco company in the nearly 2 weeks before Musk acknowledged holding a major stake. Musk's regulatory filing shows that he bought a little more than 620,000 shares at $36.83 apiece on January 31st, and then continued to accumulate more shares on nearly every single trading day through April 1st. Musk, best known as CEO, blah, 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 held 73.1 million Twitter shares of the most recent count Monday. That represents a 9.1% stake in Twitter. The lawsuit alleges, finally let's get to that. The lawsuit alleges that by March 14th, Musk's stake in Twitter had reached a 5% threshold that required him to publicly disclose his holdings under U.S. securities laws by March 24th. Musk didn't make the required disclosure until April 4th. So basically, they're trying to get him on technicality, but for like what purpose? Like, what are they trying to? So does he have to give back his shares now or something? Like, can he not own these shares anymore? Like, what's the goal here?
I think that's weird because the trickle effect, the domino effect's already happened. Like, even though the announcement was delayed when it was announced, it still did go up 22%. So, like, what are you gonna do? Take the profit from everybody else who also made profit? You know what I'm saying? It just seems like you're too late in the process to kind of.
Well, that's why this, like, it's kind of, if you say it, it's kind of funny that you say that, because listen to this. It caused the stock to soar to 27% from April 1st, close to nearly $50 by the end of April 4th. So it went from 27% and it jumped to $50 pretty much. Depriving investors who sold shares before Musk improperly delayed disclosure the chance to realize significant gains. So it sounds like people are just upset that if he announced it like he was supposed to,
other people would have made money too.
Exactly.
Yeah,
so they're just
correct.
mad they wouldn't have made money. Like
Correct. Exactly. But
that's all this
Ethan's
complaint
point,
is about.
Ethan said, "I'll be honest. I hope he turned down the board appointment because he's looking at it doing a hostile takeover. Twitter needs to be open to everybody, whether they like what is being said or not. Twitter is the equivalent of that drunk guy in the corner yelling at everybody that walks by, and he thinks the issue is politically driven. No one is hassling Nancy Pelosi for insider trading, but they are trying to make a big thing. Okay, I get you. Make a big thing out of this. Yeah, I don't think this has anything to. I mean, yes, I guess it's a trick. It's a trick that once scaled to the billion side scale, it's pretty, you know what I'm saying, cost effective. But what do you do is my real question. Like, what can you do about something like that? Or you fine him? Like the board, can they just fine him? That's the only thing that can make sense.
They'll just fine him. I doubt they'll take away his shares.
Like, you can't do what with it? Like,
I guess for him it's like, what are you gonna do? Fine me? Go for it.
I'll just buy more shares. Could he be banned from buying a certain amount of shares? Capped still?
Like I said, I'm not too versed when it comes to stocks like that, but I am not sure.
No.
But I was watching Schultz talk about this, and he brought up a good point, and that was, what if he's just trying to, funny point, all jokes, but what if he's conspiracy, I guess, just using Twitter to, one, free promotion for his businesses, and then two, be able to get the Twitter app on his car. I got Twitter in my car.
Oh,
you don't.
That would be smart. And then
No.
he's bringing the cloud of
No.
like,
Would not
people
be
things
smart.
that like they well, I mean, for making money, I think it's smart.
Tesla got enough
also,
lawsuits.
He's bringing like
that's
the cloud of like, what do the people want to be added in Twitter? Do you want a delete button, or what was the button? An edit button?
Yeah, the edit button.
Yeah, and then he got so many upvotes for that, and people were like, "Oh yeah, let's get that in there. That way, people can edit their freaking tweets, so they're not canceled anymore."
This is the fucking the high school class president race. Where
Yeah.
he's just promising. He's like, "Hey, what do y'all want? Y'all want pizza every
fucking
day?"
classroom's gonna get a soda machine.
Yep. We
got
get vending
pizza every day.
machines. Yep, all of that shit. Then he gets back and the principal's like, "Hey, bro, we can't do none of that shit that you was talking about."
Yeah. We don't got money for that shit.
You know, I'm good on this one. I think it's good. I don't have no beef with Elon Musk, not yet. So I found out he's not kidnapping kids and doing nothing crazy like that.
I'm just honestly enjoying the drama that's unfolding. It's kind of interesting what's going on. I honestly don't know what this actually means because, like I said, I'm not well versed on stocks, but all the conversation around it has been rather interesting, entertaining.
I think he's just such a huge personality that anything he does, like, he makes waves.
Facts.
Like, if he was to buy 10% of fucking Toyota, they would be like, "Oh my
Is
god,
he
is he going
autistic?
Japanese? Like, is he doing
I think people have
this?"
said that, but I honestly don't
He's
know
on
if
the
that's true.
spectrum, ain't it?
I don't know.
I think he has Asperger's.
I think I've heard something like that, but I don't know.
Hmm.
All right, let's move on. One last thing, let's call it. All right, let's dive into the China lockdown. So apparently China is in lockdown again.
When are they not locked down, man?
And there's been some videos coming out. We have one of them, but there's been other ones, but we don't want to get too deep into it because some other ones are about cats. And I don't want to get my heart broken. Killing cats over there.
Bro, you ain't coming for my cat.
Hell no, exactly. You're coming for mine.
I'm gonna kill some cat tonight.
And so we have this clip. So China's been in lockdown, and apparently they haven't been able to really leave their homes or their apartments. And some people have apparently been coming out of their porch, patio, or which is window, and screaming. And someone just say something, Doc.
Well, just to add context too, for Shanghai, the city that this happened in, they didn't tell them they were going into lockdown. They just fucking dropped it at like a certain point.
Oh, there was no like warning, like, hey, in
Yeah.
this amount of time, it's just like this day, boom, we're on the lockdown, everyone home.
Supposedly, from the sources like I've read and seen and listened to and stuff like that. So we take it with a grain of salt. But yeah, supposedly it just fucking fell because whatever their like version of the CDC was just like, this is getting too bad, and then like they were just like, okay, we're stopping it, and they just fucking shut it down. So like, on top of this, like there have been pictures of like people's like empty fridges that they put them up against the balcony so that they can try to show people that like they don't have food and stuff like that because it's been a week.
I was about to say, yeah. What are they doing about provisions?
Yeah, they can't do it. Like the city's in complete lockdown. Not even the metro is working and stuff like that. So like they can't Uber, they can't order people to bring food to them. They're just like forced to stay still.
Hmm.
And
People
so this
have
video,
put their empty fridges. That's crazy.
yeah, I saw a picture of like an empty fridge against the balcony.
So like no DoorDash, no Uber.
Nope. Nobody's on the street unless you're working for the state.
They out there fighting aliens.
The state's not trying to do anything.
Or Marvel out there fighting or something. They shooting a Marvel movie or something. I don't know what they got going on.
I would imagine, right? Like, there's no way you can do that. Like, imagine that the fucking states are like giving out rations or something.
Man,
like, they're doing something.
And they out there doing battle with demons or something. I don't know what they got going on. They just shut down and not expect people. You literally know people cannot afford. What about the guy who was just about to go grocery shopping? Like he was waiting on his check to hit. His check just hit. Fridge was empty. He didn't even eat yesterday because his check ain't hit till today. Now he finna go grocery shopping and it's boom.
One of the comments I read was a translation on an article, and because this guy who talks in this video, we'll see he's talking all in Chinese. I don't know if it's Mandarin or Cantonese, but supposedly one of the things he says that sounds very accurate as a description to what we're about to see is that it sounds as if the gates of hell have been opened, and it really does. It's fucking wild.
Let me hear it.
Yeah, let's actually get to the video now.
这个是正常的叫，完了终于200人。
Yeah, go up to about 3/4. Yeah, 3/4.
Yeah, that's creepy.
要命了！就刚刚5分钟前头，俺叫俺没几个了，现在突然之间，所有人都叫了。
Oh, that makes sense. I guess. Are they saving money by not operating everything for days? See, but this is the thing.
再这样弄下去，我那个真要出事体了，操，麻烦了。
You can hear little kids.
根治上面呢，因为所有的人，你都不晓得这个状态。
That's literally what it would sound like if aliens were attacking like everywhere.
我总要把个标准，或者是讲有一个具体的说法。
Can you pause it?
侬讲看。
So here's my thing: if the government's going to do something like this, right? If to Ethan's point, he says it's the easiest way for China to correct their financial issues, shut everything down so they can run up prices for everything that they produce, or if they're saving by not operating certain things on the infrastructure because they're saving money because things aren't operating, businesses aren't, whatever they got going on. You could literally inform the people in advance. And if the people know in advance, hey, look, there's 1 week out the year where everybody's off. Everybody stays home. Like, people can't even go to work, apparently. You get what I'm saying? So jobs aren't getting done. So there has to be a reason that you would not let people work other than if you work for the state. Let people know in advance so they can prepare for this. Nobody's going to even... As people... We're so far beaten that you can tell us something, we'll be fake mad about it like we are about daylight savings, but we still gonna do what the fuck we get told to do. We're submissive. They've beaten us. We won. So if they even say, hey, there's just 1 week a year, we're not gonna tell you why the fuck, but y'all just shut up and sit back for a week. Everybody gonna get their food, plan their week off. Some people might go on
low-key sad,
vacation.
though, I'm not gonna
Like,
lie.
but that's just how we are now. We're beaten. It's over. Rebel against what?
So this is not the one where the drone comes in, because apparently there's a drone that comes in and tells people to like stop screaming and singing and calling for like not to contain your spirit or your spirit or whatever desire for freedom or something like that.
Oh yeah, there's a.
Hmm?
What does it say? It supposedly translates to control your soul's desire for freedom.
Yeah, boom. I think that's the exact one.
Find that shit, man. We got time for that.
I
Yeah,
guess
there's like a
search that quote.
drone just like saying that supposedly. I haven't actually seen the video, but I've just heard like hearsay about
We're not
it.
gonna be able to understand it, obviously, because we none of us speak, Mandarin or Cantonese, unless they've
Oh,
got a
he's talking about
translation
running up the
person.
prices for the rest of the world. Got you, Ethan.
And then there's like a dog. It's like a robot dog walking
With
through
like
the
a gun
streets
on it
with
or
a
something
fucking-
like that.
No, it's got like a megaphone on the back, and it's like saying
Oh.
something as well. And it's just
I
like
just
going
saw
up and
a
down the
meme then
street.
and laughed at it and kept going because I definitely saw
We
something.
about
like
to
that.
be on a huge housing bubble. I mean, we are on a housing bubble. This shit finna poop. Boy, I seen houses going for prices I ain't never seen before in my life.
Yeah, I'm trying to hurry up and get this
Yeah,
house sold.
bro, I ain't gonna lie to you. It's coming soon, so please. Like, soon, so please. My mom closing on a house right now. It makes no sense the price she's paying for this house. It does not make sense.
Why is she getting a new house right now? We'll talk about it.
Since she won't listen.
Yeah, all right, we'll talk about it later. Okay, Ian's pulling up right now. I think if you just put in okay, you got it right here, perfect. That was quick. Do like 3 quarters again. Please comply with COVID restrictions. Control your soul desire for freedom. Do not open the window or sing. Yo, that's creepy, man. That is creepy.
That's like what's the word I'm looking for? Like post-apocalyptic, like cyberpunk.
Yo.
Future, Big Brother type crap.
Yo, that sent a chill down my
I ain't gonna lie.
spine. That is
That is
creepy.
scary.
A government drone just coming in, just like, oh man, go to the. I want to read it again.
Imagine realizing how
Please
little,
comply with
how
COVID
powerless
restrictions.
you are.
Control your soul's desire for freedom. Do not open the window or sing. Please comply with COVID restrictions. Control your soul's desire for freedom. Do not open the window or sing. Bro.
Should you leave, your credit score or your social score will be docked 200 points.
Yo.
Hey, you.
Yo.
You sitting right there watching life pass you by. What you doing? Huh? Why don't you come and get 18 months so you can get a degree? Get you a job at Everest.
Nice one.
Yeah, that'd be the American version. There'd be a fucking ad at the
It'd
end.
be a fucking ad, dude.
Yo, that's creepy, man.
Let me show you how to Amazon drop ship and become a millionaire.
So, as some people like to say, I don't think it is, but for shits and giggles, do you think something like this could happen in America? People are saying we're just one step closer to China. What's going on in China could happen here, blah, blah, blah.
No, I don't
I
think
ain't
so.
gonna lie.
like this?
The concept of this, there's nothing about
no
this
way.
that's ingrained in us to accept this as Americans.
Yeah,
I
Americans
would.
are too
You just
aggressive
said
for
we lost.
Yeah,
containment.
yeah,
Like,
but there's nothing in this is a step-by-step process. Like what they're willing to
So
accept.
we're not that far?
We're not that far, but literally America would have a version that's just more visually aesthetically pleasing to us. That's all I'm saying. Like
Okay.
this is their aesthetic. Like they're okay
That's
with structure.
creepy,
They're
bro.
used to they were communists for a while. They're not anymore, air
Yeah,
quotes. So like
yeah.
they're used to there's a certain structure of the
Certain
government
authority that
and
the government gets to flex.
exactly. Whereas us, a bot telling me to shut the hell up.
Someone would have shot that bot down.
What?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
In America, someone
shot
would've-
it.
First off, where are you flying that
Target
shit?
practice. I'm fucking bored and I'm
No,
pissed.
think about it. In America, where you flying this shit?
What, the drone
Yeah,
or
you gonna fly in the city?
everyone has drones now?
Yeah, but where are you flying these drones? In the city? In the suburbs? America, the way we're spread out, like the way our living conditions are, we're much more suburban than most of the places in China. They're really like factory based or whatever it is. Obviously, they have their farms, but that's rural. The people in the farm places probably aren't even dealing with this shit. I'm talking about where you do that here, where you would send the drones here. You would send a drone over this neighborhood. You know how many drones will not come back? You get what I'm saying? Like,
no,
you know,
yeah, that's why I made
like
a
you're
joke,
talking
like, they'll
about
be shot down.
Send a drone in America to tell me
In
to
Texas?
do what? To do the biggest loss of money we've ever seen. Niggas would have remixed your drone, sent it back with bombs. Here, go back, boom.
So where would it more likely have happened? Because I would make the assumption California. But do you think?
Where? Go to Compton with that. Go to any, like, what are you
Okay.
talking about? This makes no, like, the idea of
Francisco?
drones telling,
Hollywood?
son, the idea of drones flying through the air in America
Not in
and
Compton,
telling
you're right,
us,
though.
look, the only way we accepting that shit is if the drone is telling us useful information.
Okay.
Alien invasion. Alien invasion. Ew, ew, ew. This is not a drill.
This is not a
Alien
drill.
invasion. Like,
Yo, I would be so happy. Like that, yes.
Son.
Low key, that would make me happy.
Son.
I'd be scared as shit, but it's like that's the kind of
The
information
do-rag
I
becomes
need.
a bandana that day, son. It gets real. What?
Represent.
What? First off, I gotta go take some people out. Then we can adjust to whatever we got going on. Make it look like aliens got them.
This guy. He's just joking. All jokes.
John's gonna be like, yo, we found him, dude. You see
We
all that
found him.
muck they were covered in? That shit's alien goo, bro. They
Yeah,
got him.
man. I'll kill an alien, smear it all on them.
Yeah,
Let's
man.
get it.
This is kind of
Yeah, I think our culture wouldn't lean towards this. We're too scared of it.
Yeah.
I think our culture would rather accept like the chaos we love to live in, which is like, civil war, conflict, people fighting each other and stuff like
This
that.
contentiousness.
But doing it openly and freely to the point to where it's dangerous over this, I think they lean the opposite side of the spectrum where it's just like they're so into their orderliness that they're willing to go to just straight sheer oppression from the state.
He's
for
absolutely right. Because even if you think about it politically, both sides would hate the idea of this. Liberals would hate the idea of you telling me not to do anything.
It's authoritative.
Yeah, it's authoritative.
Yeah.
And then
the other side,
conservatives
this
would
is
hate it because the
government power.
government, boy, this is too much.
That's what we got the Second Amendment for. What are y'all
What
doing?
the
Who do y'all
fuck?
think
So,
we're
like,
doing?
this is just not a good idea. If the government wants to unite people, go ahead.
Yeah, straight up.
This would be a
Yeah.
perfect way. Go ahead, do some dumb
Yeah.
shit like that.
Good PR, or if we need unifying. Actually, no.
Boy,
That'd be a low key suicide.
bird shit on Joe Biden today.
All right,
like,
y'all. Any last?
The
oh,
reason
going
why,
back.
well, before we head out, like the reason why this is happening is so wild too, because it's like they had a zero tolerance policy, so they didn't want any COVID exempts. So they've always had like really strict restrictions on everybody, and it worked for a while. And they didn't even catch Omicron supposedly when we were catching Omicron, and it was running through the entire country
delayed
like
that shit.
crazy.
Yeah, I was about to say
That's
they delayed
exactly
that,
what
so
happened.
That makes sense.
It got in either way, and now they're doing all of this stuff because they have all of this policy set up for zero cases, zero tolerance, and they have like all these like protocols, and they're running the protocols now, and we're seeing it, and it's just like, dude, that is insane. Like, Omicron spreads so fast that the cases are spiking like in a number that they can't even like catch up with, and so they're going to really extreme lengths where we were just like, oh, we just let it run through the fucking population, and by that point we had already fucked up the initial wave so much that the population that's left was pretty much immune to it. So they're experiencing, I think, the low end, and it's like John said, like they just completely delayed what we initially fucked up but just kind of accepted and
Ain't only
to live with.
Ain't only 13 people in China got COVID.
I mean, I don't think we fucked up. I mean, I guess you could say in certain regards we did fuck up. I'm not gonna say we didn't fuck up on certain things. I just think when it came to handling any kind of disease, and then maybe this is me being risky, is sometimes you just gotta be exposed to it. You gotta be able to build that natural immunity. If you don't have natural immunity, we're seeing what happens in China. Like, they didn't let people get exposed to it, and guess what happened? We delayed it. Now they're getting hit so much harder lockdowns also. Like, we went through the ringer. We got hit with every single version of COVID, and guess what? We're sitting here pretty strong.
That's right here, brother.
I mean, I guess hindsight's
so
2020.
weird that like
but
they're getting taken out by Omicron, where the rest of us were like, bro, Omicron was the weakest.
it was
version.
nothing.
Yeah, we're like, what?
It still sucked, but it was nothing.
Niggas diddy bopping on Omicron's grave, nigga. We smoking Omicron pack, nigga. Yeah, nigga, smoking beta pack, smoking what other strain was there? Delta? Was it Delta a thing?
I think
We
so.
smoking
Well,
Delta
I
pack.
didn't look into
We
it.
smoking all of that shit.
Yeah.
But your guest spot right here. Now we smoking on all that shit.
This guy. All right, I think that's enough fake deep thinking. Sorry.
There wasn't nothing deep about today, boy. It was just some fake thinking.
Yeah, it really was, honestly, especially with the first one, man. That race swap thing really, that's going to be fun to re-edit and re-listen to. I'm not going to lie to you. Hopefully y'all thought that was funny because that was fucking cringe.
It turns out I'm just a white guy in blackface. Been pretending this whole time, dropping my N-bomb, seeing if I can get away with it. YouTube's the first people to catch on. Was it YouTube, TikTok?
Let's get
me wiped off right quick. You know, go back to my golf.
Dude, that was so funny. Oh my gosh. Couldn't wait to talk to the first guy he saw. Anyway, all right, y'all. Appreciate it for watching.
Yep.
Be sure to hit that like button. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. And make sure y'all share our videos, especially the clips we're starting to do. I don't know if y'all heard last week. We're kind of changing up the system a little bit to where obviously this is going to be how it is. You come in, join in part of the conversation. But then when I edit the segments out, I'm going to edit that down to short little clips instead of us having these long conversations, more like a 10-minute, 15-minute discussion. Get rid of some of the side stuff. So help us share those. Make sure you follow our Instagram and TikTok. Hopefully we don't get another strike because I'm risky and like to bet. All right,
it's funny. You know what I'm saying? Black people we used to strike. Now they striking niggas. Let's go.
This guy. See y'all next time on Fake Deep Thinking. Welcome back to FDD. I got you perfectly had the ending. Here's the world. Fake Deep Thinking. Leave me low. We kind of
Dickin'.
John.
What's up, guys? You're
Doc.
Yo. Yo, what's up?
Myself, Eugene.